In humans, the radius is the bone of upper limb. It is present on the lateral side of forearm and parallel to the ulna. Proximally, the radius bone articulates with the capitulum of humerus and radial notch of ulna. Here, the articular surface of the radius for the capitulum of humerus, and this is the articular surface for ulnar notch. Distally, the radius bone articulates with the lunate and scaphoid bones and the ulnar notch of ulna. As like the other long bones, the radius bone is also divided into three main parts. The upper part of the radius is called epiphysis, the lower part is also epiphysis, and the middle that connects the upper and lower end of the radius is called shaft or body of the radius. The upper end of radius bone consists of a head, which is also called caput radii. On the proximal end of the head of the radius bone, there is an articular surface for the capitulum of humerus bone. Immediately distal to the head of the humerus, there is a constricted region which is called neck or column of the radius. Next, on the proximal surface of the radius, immediately distal to the neck of the radius, there is a roughened area which is called radial tuberosity or tuberositas radii. The body or shaft of humerus consists of three borders and three surfaces. This is the anterior border of midshaft of radius bone. This is also called margo anterior. This is the medial border that form interosseous border for the attachment of interosseous membrane, so it is also called margo interosseous radii. The posterior one is called posterior border, which is also called margo posterior radii. The midshaft of radius bone consists of three surfaces. This is the posterior surface, this is anterior surface, and this is lateral surface of radius. The lower distal end of radius bone consists of two articular surfaces, one for scaphoid carpal bone and other is for lunate carpal bone. It on the lateral side of the distal surface of radius, there is a process called styloid process, which is also called Proteus styloidus. On the middle of distal surface of radius, there is a notch for ulna, which is called ulnar notch. On the dorsal distal surface of the radius, there is a raised bony area which is called dorsal tubercle. The word radius is derived from a Latin word radi, which means spoke or ray. It is called so because it acts as a radius of circle. Located on the lateral side of forearm and parallel to ulna. The radius bone articulates proximally with both of capitulum of humerus and radial notch of ulna in elbow joint, and distally it articulates with ulna at ulnar notch and with two articular surfaces of scaphoid and lunate carpal bones. The forearm radius bone is divided into three main parts. The upper proximal end is epiphysis, the lower distal end is also epiphysis, and the middle part, which is called body or shaft, that connect the upper and lower end of radius. The upper end of radius consists of three main features. One is head, second is neck, and third is radial tuberosity. The head of the radius, which is also called the caput radii, is a rounded, expanded proximal end of the radius. Its proximal surface is a shallow concavity for articulate with the capitulum of radius. Its periphery with radial notch of ulna. Here, the important point to keep in mind that the head of the radius is on proximal end and the head of ulna is on distal end. Immediately distal to the head, there is a constricted area called neck or column of the radius. Distal to the column of the radius, there is a raised, roughened area for the insertion of bicep brachii muscles, which is called radial tuberosity. The body or shaft of radius consists of three borders and three surfaces. The three borders of the body are anterior, posterior, and medial. The three surfaces are anterior, posterior and lateral. The medial border of midshaft of radius form a sharp crust called interosseous border, which provide attachment site for interosseous membrane that bind together radius and ulna. The lower distal end of radius consists of ulnar notch, styloid process, two carpal articular surfaces, and dorsal tubercle. The ulnar notch is a shallow depression on the medial distal aspect of radius, this articular surface for the head of ulna. There is a projection from the lateral distal aspect of radius, which is called styloid process. At the distal end of radius, there are two shallow concavities that form articular surface for the articulation of radius with scaphoid and lunate bones of wrist joint. The last main feature of the lower end of radius is dorsal tubercle, which is a bony raised area on the distal dorsal end of radius.